Hello, everybody. It is Tao at the Forge, and it is a beautiful sunny day where I am. So, I'm hoping that you guys also have a beautiful sunny day wherever you're at. So, let's take a look at what's going on in Magic the Gathering Arena today. So, I've already got 750 daily rewards, so I'm not going to touch that. These Premier Draft and Seal Draft, these are great to play. The only problem is they take a lot of time, and I like to record the gameplays for this, so these I'll get around to them when I have time. But yeah, it's tough when you've got kids. So, anyways, let's take a look. They're offering Brawl every single day. Renewal season. This is actually something I really do want to talk about. So I'll click that and I'll just drag the window over in a moment. All right, so Core 2021's in the store. Yay. Mastery Pass is out. Okay. Deals every day. Great. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad they have deals every day because that's what these videos are for. All right. FNM at Home Singleton. This is super fun to play, and I'll talk about it in a minute. Let's go check out the store. Okay, oh, Throne of Eldraine pack, and this is actually this is a really good deal, especially because it's in standard right now. Now, here's the thing: Mangara actually is a cool card, but I'm not going to pay for it. These triomes, like not the card styles, but if you get triomes, or if you want to invest like either your real world money, like in the actual real cards, or else like the digital cards, they're always going to be useful. And the reason why is because a triome is, it counts not just as a land. Yes, it's a tapped land, but it is a 3-color tapped land. But more importantly, it has the subtype forest, island, mountain, or island, mountain, plains. And that's actually really important. For you new players, what it means is that there are cards that will say like, does damage depending on how many mountains you have, or sacrifice a mountain, or deals damage equal to the number of swamps, or when a swamp comes into play, do this. Or a fetch land says you can sacrifice the fetch land and then search for any island or something like that. But because these triomes have these subtypes, you can actually search for them and dig them out. So especially for 3-color like commander decks or other decks like that, these triomes are really, really great because they're fetchable, right? So these cards right now, I can't see them unless they get reprinted, but they don't really make sense to go into any other sets. I feel like these cards are good investments, like that they will eventually go up, right? Because people will realize like how good of a card they are, and in the Eternal formats, they're just going to get better and better. Now, in Pioneer, it might not because there's no fetch lands in Pioneer, but I think in Modern and in Commander that they will go up. But for sure, it's usually 1,000 gold for a pack. We're going to definitely pay 500 for this pack. All right. That's easily done, mainly because this is in standard right now and it's not going to rotate. All right, so let's go to packs, and then we'll go to mastery after that. Okay, so we got this one that we just bought. Let's open it up and see what we got. Okay, this is actually a pretty good card, this Inspiring Veteran, and also Edgewall Innkeeper is not a bad card. Rimrock Knight's actually also a good card. This would actually be a really great card to a pack to open up in sealed, mainly because you'd have like you'd have this Inspiring Veteran, but also Fortifying Provisions, also Rimrock Knight, and like you can almost play everything in here. So, and a Mythic Rare Wildcard. All right, I will take this pack. That was a great buy. All right, let's keep going. And this one would not be as good to open up, but still not bad. Oh, I need this card. It's in a deck that I'm looking to build. So I'm looking at building a mill deck, basically a tutelage type deck, but I do need this card. So now I don't have to trade a wild card for it. I'm basically waiting, like before I trade in any wild cards, I try and do all the like all the drafts and sealed events that I want to do, because just like that, I would have wasted a rare wild card on a card that I'm going to pick up in a pack. So that's one of the strategies I try and use to keep the wild cards count high, right? And high, I mean like 11, right? That's not a lot, right? You could burn through that just building one deck. All right, so Mastery Pass is looking okay. What's card styles next? Conclave Mentor. All right, that's actually a decent card. But let's go to the tree. All right, and we're just on white. And like I said, I'm just going, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just going around getting them all. Eventually, I plan to get them all, so it's not really a big deal. I started at green. I'm going to go clockwise around. Or whatever. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's nice to get the card styles, like they look nice, but definitely not worth it to put any money into it. All right, so we got this cast 30 or green or blue. Now you can notice I've already cast some spells here on my daily thing. That's because I've already went 2-0 at FNM at home Singleton. Now, if you haven't seen FNM at home, my FNM at home Singleton video, I'll put a link in the description. It's definitely worth it. I went 2-0 with both my Singleton decks, and they are pretty good. I will post some gameplay footage at the end of this video if you're interested in watching to see how it went. But really, it was pretty good. Like, it was pretty decisive wins. So yeah, Blue Singleton is just, I'll leave it. Just go link over to my other video and watch. You can watch those videos to see what I have. But yeah, still very, very, very strong. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about was this one here, this road to rotation state of the game. Okay, so basically there's a couple of things they put in. The Brawlers Guild Hall is open all the time. I don't know why that's such an important thing. They just should have done that in the first place. All right, but then we got road to rotation. So rotation is coming up pretty quick, right? And so what that means is and I think this is good, is that they're not doing any more quick drafts for anything that's going to rotate out. So everything will be from Eldraine forward, which is why, because in the next rotation, everything from before Eldraine is going to rotate out. For those of you guys that are new to the game, basically Standard and Magic is only playing the most recent sets. So if you have the older sets, the older sets rotate out, means that they're no longer playable in Standard, and then the new sets that come in are the playable sets. Right, so it's a way of keeping the game fresh and also from making it so the game doesn't get too broken. They can try and balance the game. Although lately it seems like they've been having some problems with that. Okay, but anyways, it's nice that, for instance, in the store today, you could get that cheap Eldraine pack because it's going to survive rotation, and I can still use those cards. If they had given me like something like a Ravnica card or a War of the Spark card, and it's going to rotate, I'd be like, oh, come on. Right. Okay. ICRs basically are only going to be from the non-rotating sets as well. So that's nice also. Basically, they're updating the new player decks. So if you're new to Arena, they're going to give you new decks. What I would say is, it's kind of a tough one because you do want to play, but all the new player decks that you get are going to rotate out in August. And so it means that, like, if you start playing now, you're kind of like all the decks they're going to give you are going to rotate away and they're going to give you new decks in August. So I don't know. I feel like, you should have because the new decks are basically free, like you should have an option just to pick them up, like just to get them, but I guess that might be too much to ask. Okay, so anyways, boosters, wildcard drafting, there's messaging in game if you craft something that's rotating. Okay, so if you try and craft a card that's going to rotate out, they're going to warn you that it's going to rotate, and I think that's nice too, because basically you're only able to, like, you're basically using your in-game wildcards, which are hard to get, to craft something, and then if you can only use it for like maybe a month or two, that's going to suck. You might feel bad. So I feel like this is actually a good thing. Okay, so Amonkhet remastered. So this is exciting. What this means is that they're going to put the Amonkhet set into Arena. So it looks like they're actually going back. I wonder how far back. Like, probably what they're going to do is put Amonkhet and then go back to like Kaladesh and things like that as well. So it'll be interesting to see how far back they go and if they're just working their way back. And what this tells me, actually, and this is, I think, an important thing, is that I really believe that Arena is eventually going to replace MTGO. And I think this is why I know this is why I got out of MTGO, because eventually, like, you can actually trade your cards for real money in Magic Online, but not in Arena. So I feel like fewer and fewer people are going to play MTGO, and then basically, as the more and more sets come out, they're going to prefer Arena, which means that the card prices are going to start tanking, right? And so, like, when you decide to trade out, like, basically it's going to be really hard for you to exchange your cards for anything of value. So anyways, I think people should strongly consider getting out of Magic Online, especially because this is signaling that that they are moving back, and it's only a matter of time, like before they start building like all the relevant sets. Okay, so then they have Zendikar Rising, which is a standard rotation. So basically, rotation will just be Core 2021, Guilds Ravnica, War of the Spark, Ravnica Allegiance. These will all leave standard. Okay, and then basically be Throne of Eldraine forward, which will be the current ones. The rotating cards will go into historic. That's okay. You cannot use those cards in Brawl, which means that all your Brawl decks will need to be or may need to be revamped. And you can renew, as we did last year, we'll be adding some special events and rewards for players to help renew their collection for the new standard environment. So basically what they're going to do is they are going to have some collections for basic ways for you to kind of get new cards in the new sets to help you play. And I think that's nice also. Okay, they have some deck builder improvements that they recently came out with. I personally think that this is a pain in the ass because it just pops up automatically. I would like for them to have like a little button so that you can activate this, but it is what it is. Okay, and then last they just have Jumpstart, which is coming out soon. There's going to be some early access events starting this Wednesday, so we'll look out for that at 8 a.m. Okay, that's 8 a.m. Pacific time. All right, so anyways, it'll be interesting to see what happens. That's it for today. So remember, stay tuned. After this, I will post the gameplay footage from the FNM at Home Singleton showing like how to play those two decks, and I will put a link in the description for my two Singleton decks, and hopefully you guys can get some good wins. So anyways, that's it for today. Good luck at FNM. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. All right, so let's go take a look and see what we can do in Singleton. So I'm going to try the simplest one. We'll go blue Singleton. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we'll be able to knock out a win with the persistent petitioners. They are such a pain in the ass sometimes, but it's a good card. So it's the dirtiest strategy, but it's super cheap to build because it doesn't take really any real wild cards, and it's super effective. So let's give it a shot. Negate this. So hopefully we're not playing something with like board wipes or anything like that, but this looks like a perfect drawing opening hand. So yeah, you can keep this. So keep 7. Okay, opponent mulliganed. That is also a good sign. The thing is, when you drop to mulligan, like mulligan to 6 is bad, but if you mulligan to 5, like my opponent's done, the chance of you actually winning is very, very low. Watch me eat my words on that, but it really is. It's really hard to win when you mulligan super low. Right, so okay, opponent's got Temple. They are not playing persistent petitioners. Okay. And we will just start milling our opponent with stuff. Hopefully we pick up another land here. Next. No, we're not going to attack because that's not how we're going to win anyways. So if we pick up another land, we can start milling our opponent next turn. Yep, that's perfect. Okay. Hopefully they don't have a Shatter the Sky. No attacks, end turn, and we'll just see what our opponent does here. So, okay, so no Shatter the Sky. Okay, nope. Okay, so then we will tap 4 untapped advisors, and we'll mill 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Submit. Mill 12. Okay, so what do they have in here? Almost certainly they have a Shatter the Sky. Oh no, they are more of an aggro build. Okay, well, let's just keep going. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, that's fine. We'll throw down another one. We got a lot. Next, no attacks, end turn. Okay, now our opponent's got 38 cards. We have to do this 3 more times. Can we pull this off 3 more times? I think I can take a damage there. Yeah, we'll just pass. No blocks. Okay, pass. Okay, and what's our opponent going to do here? They could get an Uro down. That would suck. But actually, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, they can put an Uro down, but I can just block it with a persistent petitioner because he doesn't have trample. Okay, Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't care about your life, but drawing a card actually makes it worse for you. Yeah, that's fine with me. Okay, so tap on four untapped advisors. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Submit. Okay. Here we go. Petitioner 6 and 7 coming down. Next. Okay, no attacks. End turn. Okay. Brian-born Cutthroat, don't care. Okay, pass. We can take some damage here. Alright, so how many cards do they have left? 24. So we just, if we can do it, if we can survive just this step here, yeah, that's fine. Draw a card. Drawing a card does not help my opponent. So unless they draw a board wipe, that will not really help them at all. Yeah, anyways, we can block. We'll just block with one guy here, because they've got 23 cards, so if I do it this turn and then on my upkeep, then that is pretty much it for my opponent. So I'll take 5. Block. Okay, and there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Submit. Okay, goodbye. Okay, yeah, so I took 5. That's fine. And what does my opponent have? Do they have the board wipe in their hand? I do not see any Shatter the Skies. Oh, no, they had a time wipe. Scavenging Ooze. That doesn't matter. They've already lost. Alright, so there we go. Tap 4 untapped advisors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Submit. There's the game! Alright, I'm just gonna play these out. Yeah, opponent's giving me the G's. Let's just get these blue things out. I forget what my daily rewards are, but it might help me. Just get some more cards. Alright, there's a win. Persistent Petitioners beat one of the best decks. Alright, there you go. Easy victory with Persistent Petitioners. It's dirty, but I'll take it. Okay, so we're back and playing round 2 here. Let's see, Blacklands Paragon, Midnight Reaper. Okay, well, we don't have any turn 1 play, but I think it's alright. Oh, playing against Mono Black also. Okay. But we do have the Midnight Reaper, which is what I like, because Midnight Reaper allows me to actually, it will allow me to actually get in early and play, like, I can get this Blacklands Paragon down on my opponent's end step, and then next turn play Midnight Reaper. Yeah, okay. I eventually can get rid of that, so, well, we'll have to get rid of it soon, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, so let's go Midnight Reaper, because this way when I lose my cards, if I lose any creatures, that way I will, I can still get my refill my hand. All right, and so also Ritual of Soot is going to be really important for this, right? Because if I use Ritual of Soot, I can wipe my opponent's board. Yeah, that's fine. I can wipe my opponent's board with Ritual of Soot, but then I also will get the cards back. No. Now my opponent's got lifelink, so I have to find a way to get rid of that guy there. But we'll see what happens. Rankle. Oh, okay. Too bad I didn't have 3 mana there, but alright, let's get Ayara down. Okay, opponent. Yeah. Okay, so at least I get a card back. I have to find a way to get rid of that guy soon. Oh no, okay. I think I'm okay. So next turn, what I think I will do next turn is I will use Ayara's ability to sacrifice this Blacklands Paragon and draw a card, and then I'll Ritual of Soot and wipe the board. Alright, so that should... Yeah, Grim Dancer, that's okay. So that'll take care of my opponent's creatures, and my opponent will be left with 2 cards in hand, and I will have, like still quite a bit. So it's a hard one to take here, this 5 damage, but it is necessary. Okay, and I can also gain life back with this, so that's good. Now, do I wait? Do I wait? No, that thing's going to get big fast. So, and they could also put down their own Midnight Reaper. So let's sacrifice. No, 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 no. We move to combat first. We have to tap her to sacrifice. So next, okay, so I'm going to attack and see what happens. All right, so he let it through. The fool. I'll sacrifice this guy. Draw a card and then Ritual of Soot. Alright, and end turn. Alright, so now I've got 5 cards versus my opponent's 3. I've got Rankle coming out next turn. Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Okay, sure. If your EP is 1 damage to each opponent, so they have some life gain stuff. Okay, I also have life gain, so that's good. Okay, and now I can go Rankle. Do I start discarding cards? Yeah, well, let's start attacking, and we can decide what to do here. So, each just loses 1 life and draws a card. Each player sacrifices a creature. I say we discard. So, yeah, each player discards a card. I'll discard Massacre Girl. I know I'm getting rid of power on the board here, but I need Heartless Act, and I want my opponent to lose these cards. Because if I can keep my opponent off their cards, then that's really good. Alright, so then... Okay, and that still leaves Heartless Act. And for them to ping me down one at a time is going to be really hard, because I can also use this to gain life. Revenge of Ravens. Okay. Revenge of Ravens is really good. But I still feel like I can probably win, especially with Sir Conrad the Grim. Okay, and I will take 1 damage. Yep. I'll still net out at 2 here. Okay, and each player... discards a card. Yep. Done. Okay, I think I'll discard Heartless Act. I need this Erebos Intervention to gain back life. Okay, and I've got some big things in the yard or on the board right now. So Child of Night. Okay, 2 mana life linker. Not a big deal. Okay, and now I believe we can just start swinging. So do destroy target creature. I do not want to do this. So I think what I'll do is I'll just swing. Yep. I'll take 2 damage, but I'm going to net out at 8 damage here. And if my opponent blocks it, then... Alright, there we go. Each player... None. Done. Nothing. I'll just straight aggro them out. Okay, and let's throw down this guy here. Alright. Decline. End turn. Alright, so opponent's got 12. I got 6, but I can also gain back 6 life. Yep. Other vampire. Okay, +1/+1. Alright, that's fine. Now I could just destroy this thing. Eat to extinction. You exile a target creature or planeswalker. Look at the top card of your library. Okay, so I say we actually go to Eat to Extinction this guy. Alright. Yeah, we could use that. Actually, we got a lot, so let's go Graveyard. Okay, and then we will all attack here. He has to block. I guess he doesn't have to block. But then things get really bad for them next turn. Yeah. Okay, so they're going to gain back some life. They're going to mitigate 5 damage, but gain back some life. Okay. Okay, each player sacrifices a creature. Yep, done. I will sacrifice Rankle. Okay. And I think that's it. Oh, very close anyways. End turn. Okay, so opponent's at 2, I'm at 6. Unless they have a creature here, but even if they do, I can get rid of this creature. Oh yeah, okay. I feel like that's it. Yep, alright. 2 victories. And this one was kind of a fluke because I'm playing mono, like basically the same deck. It's basically a mirror. But I'll take it 2 for 2. And there's the FNM at home. So these decks are still a thing. That's good. Alright, so anyways, good luck with yours.